Britain is fat, and that's a fact. The obesity crisis in the UK is growing. 65% of adults in the UK are overweight, and the numbers are only rising. But with the right diet, we can put those numbers down. That's what we're about on Diet Deviations. Welcome to Diet Deviations. Today we're in Glasgow, home of the square sausage and deep fried Mars bar. With one of the lowest life expectancies in the UK, we decided to try a healthy vegetarian diet to see if the people of Glasgow are ready for change. We're here with Arran, a local chef and a devoted meat eater. Let's hear from Arran on why he wants to try our diet plan.
It's mostly about like the environmental aspect of it and stuff like that. You hear about all the deforestation. I think as like young people, we need to like vote with our money.
So what does Arran eat on a daily basis?
It's not exactly healthy living. I do get like home cooked meals occasionally. They're pretty great, and I mostly get like takeaway food at work. So it's like Japanese food, but it is like Japanese fast food. So it's not very healthy.
Is he excited about trying new food?
It's going to be weird having to try like all the different alternatives because there's so many these days, and find something that's nice for me.
Speaking of alternatives, we've lined up a whole range of different foods for Arran and his friends to try in a taste test. Everyone will try the traditional version first, then try the alternative. Up first is chocolate. We have milk chocolate and a vegan dark chocolate. Let's see what they think of the milk chocolate.
It's alright, it's just chocolate, you know what I mean? It's just whatever.
Tastes just like advent calendars, all that kind of stuff.
It's just your average cheap supermarket brand chocolate.
The horrible chocolate.
Now let's see the comparison with the vegan alternative.
Which is much nicer.
Oh, it's alright.
It's got essentially like the same tastes, but it's a lot more like smoother and nicer.
I enjoyed it, I thought that was quite good.
Yeah, it's got a way better like texture and stuff like that. I wasn't expecting that.
So what about a range of snacks? First up is bacon flavoured crisps, which happen to be vegetarian.
It's awful hard.
I can remember eating these when I was like a little kid and stuff like that.
It's fine, it's like a cheap frazzle.
Absolutely hating them.
I'd eat them if they were there.
It's actually no bad.
Next up are some nuts. No, not that kind.
Which are really nice, they're kind of like chewy but soft.
Can't beat cashews, man.
I don't know if it's the crisps, but it's got a really horrible taste.
And they're just like nicely salted, it's great.
Best nut. I'm going for seconds.
The final snack is a salt and vinegar flavoured rice cake.
Oh, that's actually horrible.
These are like the best things ever.
I don't even know what kind of taste it is, but it's horrible.
Rice cakes are always a winner as well.
I could go through these, like, they're not as good as the Snack Jack ones, but they're almost as good.
No, that's the only one out of all of them that I actually want to like spit out.
Now it's between cow's milk and almond milk, and for Sam, it's a bit of a challenge.
I haven't drank milk since about 2018.
I know you get like soy milk and like almond nut milk.
Let's see if I still like the taste.
Let's see if Sam and the others survive the cow's milk.
Yeah, straight up milk.
Nah. Oh. Nah.
It's alright. I prefer a bit of bluebird.
Tastes a little off almost.
Oh dear, that didn't go very well. Let's hope almond milk is better.
That's odd. That's really odd.
It's got like a much thicker feeling texture,
Like it's nice.
but I actually prefer the taste.
It's weird for milk to be so thin.
Yep, almond milk's the way to go. I think this is sweetened.
Since Arran is our main contributor, he will get to try a normal sausage roll and a vegan sausage roll from a magical blue branded restaurant.
They're always not great when they're cold, but actually that does taste alright. It's quite nice.
The vegan sausage roll contains less fat and less gristle than its meat-based counterpart.
It's got exactly the same texture to like a pastry, but like the actual inside meat filling, it's like way nicer and it has like way less of like the gristle and all the horrible that goes into like sausages and stuff like that. It's got way less of that and it just tastes like normal filling kind of stuff. That's lovely actually.
Well, it seems like most of the alternatives went down quite well. Most of them. Whilst Arran goes out shopping for ingredients, we asked members of the public on their thoughts of a veggie diet.
If that suits some people, they're welcome to it, but it's not for me.
I quite like it for the environment.
Do they know any vegetarians?
Yeah, we have several friends. Just kind of this year, the last year or two, that a lot of people start becoming vegan, vegetarian. Just the food's getting a lot better quality, and Tesco and Asda and stuff like that are starting to do the food.
Yeah, a lot
of people at our age are definitely coming to it a lot more. I work with a girl who's vegan. She's been vegan for like 2 years or something like that. So yeah, quite a few people.
Would they ever consider going vegetarian?
No, I'm happy. I've read some of the medical reports, so I'll stay with the food that helps me.
I kind of wish I could do it, but like living at home and stuff like that is not really easy. If it was by myself, I'd probably could be able to do it, but I admire it.
What does Glasgow think of animal farming?
Well, as long as I'm left to kind of roam free, I'm quite happy about that. And I understand sometimes they've got to mass produce to feed the population, basically.
Thanks for the answers, Glasgow. Now that Arran is back, he's going to be cooking 2 veggie dishes, a pizza and a PB&J brownie with fresh raspberries.
I've never made vegetarian or meaty pizza before. I've only ever really ordered it from Domino's. Yeah, let's get cracking. So first thing I need to do is measure out my flour. My flour has already been measured out to 500 grams. I just have to bung it all into the bowl. I've been told I need to make a well as well, almost like a giant hole in the middle of my flour to mix in the water better. I'm also supposed to chuck in some Tesco's yeast. So I think a mistake I've already made is to essentially get all my water is all essentially in the middle now, which means that all the dust around the outsides is still very dry. I think it will like distribute itself almost, but I'm in no way a pizza making expert.
While the dough rises, let's move on to the brownie mix.
I'm just supposed to dump in all my mixing stuff now. So here I've got my flour all measured out. It's only 300 grams of that. And I've also got 460 grams of sugar. I've got my cocoa powder. I only need 160 grams of this. And I'm just adding my water in there now as well. So there's a tiny wee touch of baking powder. And this smells a ton better than the pizza dough did. I'm also going to be adding a touch of peanut butter, as well as some Madagascan vanilla extracts, and lastly some cooking oil. And this has ended up being an incredibly gooey kind of consistency, but that's exactly what we're after when we're making brownies, I've been told. Just like that. Alright, so now that I've beaten this brownie mix to absolute death, I'm just gonna hop it straight into my baking tray. I lined this baking tray with a little bit of oil so that the baking paper would stick. I'm gonna be bashing about this jam just so that it has a lot easier. I only need just a wee bit from the top layer. And the raspberries will be doing a lot of the making it taste quite fruity and such. The extra peanut butter I'll just be glazing on top, almost as like a nice little decoration.
The brownie goes in at 160 degrees. Although it contains quite a bit of sugar, going veggie doesn't mean you give up fun.
Perfect. So now that I've got my dough all prepped, it's been raised in the fridge for a wee while. Just gonna dole it out. It's got like a beautiful shiny sheen to it. And I'm just supposed to roll it out and get it all sorted. So for this amount of dough, I'll actually probably do quite a large pizza. I'm just going to like round off the edges a wee bit so that they're a little thinner. Then I'm going to roll up the edge a tiny wee bit just so that it keeps all the sauces and ingredients in the pizza instead of on the oven. It's not quite the circle I'd hoped for, but that's alright. And I'll just be putting on top some tomato puree.
The base is made with wholemeal flour, which has a higher fibre content than white flour.
I'll spread that evenly over the pizza. I feel like this is quite a healthy amount of tomato, although I don't know how healthy pure puree is. Pure puree. Pure puree. Now on top of this, I've got some lactose-free cheddar cheese. Finally, I'm just going to top it off with a couple of wee cherry tomatoes, just so they get extra roasted. And some slices, I guess, will have a lot more tomato than the rest. So now I've got a lovely smiley face on my pizza, and I'll just be putting it straight into the oven. The oven's been preheated quite a lot. So our brownies are out of the oven now. Yeah, it actually looks amazing. I'm so proud of it. So excited to cut it open because you can really see how gooey the actual core is. Brownies are only supposed to be cooked on the outside, they're almost like a steak of vegetarian bacon. It's incredibly gooey on the inside, but that's exactly what we were after. I think that looks incredible. That is easily the best and only brownie that I've ever made in my life. Alright, now I'm really excited to try this pizza. The cheese is the thing that I'm like looking forward to the most. It's actually incredibly nice.
That all looks lovely, Arran. Now that he's tried the diet, let's hear what his final thoughts are.
I feel myself being hungry like between meals a lot more than I used to. However, I'm enjoying my meals like a lot more and stuff like that. I've got a lot more like, I don't know, like happiness and stuff like that. Like it's a lot nicer changing up your diet and eating like avocados instead of like instant noodles.
Arran, what was your favourite thing?
It's definitely going to be that vegan sausage roll. I hate to sound like a Greg's advert, but it's true. I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I thought that it was such like a step up, and I think that all these like fake meats and stuff like that are gonna actually like change and save the world.
And surely there's something you disliked.
I really disliked those rice crackers. The salt and vinegar flavoured ones, they tasted abysmal. They tasted like the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. I feel like some of the vegan food that I have eaten has been quite bland.
Has your opinion on vegetarianism changed?
I'd say like the environmental impact is one of like the biggest things about it that I think is like what's right and justified by it. And like to contribute to like meat eating and the amount of like deforestation that comes along with it. I think everyone on the planet should take the right ethic steps and change.
Have you decided to change your diet or stick with your old one?
All in all, throughout my entire week, I've had a great time trying this, and I think it's going to actually become something that really continues on throughout the rest of my life. I'm really excited for it, and had a really lovely time dipping my toes into the pool, and now I'm going to dive straight in and go vegan for a wee while, hopefully.
I think we can all agree that's a success for Diet Deviations. Have fun swimming in the vegan pool. Join us next week when we're in Newcastle trying the keto diet.